You are listening to the Lose Weight for the Last Time podcast with me, Laura Conley, episode number 212. Hi guys, what's up? Okay, we are talking all about why 80-20 is total BS, meaning you got to eat healthy 80% of the time, and then 20% of the time you can kind of do whatever you want, free for all it. You guys, it just doesn't work, okay? So we're going to get into that. But before we do, I want to make sure that you have got your 3-step plan to losing weight without calorie counting. So this is the secret. I know it sounds too good to be true, but if you are a busy mom, and we're going to talk about this in this podcast too, but if you are a busy mom, if you're a busy human, if you are a woman living in this world, you need this plan. It is only $37 and you really get to test drive the Yummy Mummy method. You get to really understand how and why you need balanced hunger hormones. You get accountability and you get an actual plan that's realistic and fun to follow that's custom to you. So go to lauraconley.com/calorie to grab your 3-step plan now. This is the thing that is going to get you set up for success. We've already had a bunch of people buy it and love it and are already seeing success with it. So if you are sick of counting calories or tracking macros or spending hours at the gym or prepping meals or feeling like you have to change your social life or freaking doing 2-a-days or getting 10,000 steps or over focusing on protein goals, this is what you need. So lauraconley.com/calorie. Let me know what you think. It's literally only $37, you guys. When we put it through this value calculator, it said that it was worth like over $1,000. So go get this right now before we raise the price on it. All right? Deal. Also, I want to give you guys a heads up that I'm going to be doing a free masterclass next week. So make sure you check that out I'll be promoting it on email and Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at Laura Conley Coaching. All right. So here's the deal, you guys. 80-20 is total BS. And if I'm saying this and you are hearing this, which you are because you're with me right now, I want to talk to you about that. It just doesn't work. So this should feel relieving. Yes, it might feel confronting at first because 80% for you sucks, but we're going to get into the way that I like to teach healthy eating, and the way that I teach it is so enjoyable. So first and foremost, it just doesn't work. Why doesn't it work though? Well, it's an uphill battle. 80-20 just isn't enough, especially if you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s. It just isn't enough to get you that momentum that you need. Now, can it work? Maybe if you want to lose like 0.1 pounds, 0.1 pound, like every week, but you are going to throw in the towel because you have a human brain. It will not create enough momentum. Now, I am a big believer in the fastest way to lose weight for the last time is to do it, quote unquote, slow, like 1 pound a week, 2 pounds a week, right? Even 0.5 pounds a week is plenty, but 80-20 won't get you there. And when I finally came to grips with this, I unlocked so many pounds gone. And so I want to encourage you to try it with me. This is a part of the Yummy Mummy method. We have to go more towards, and this is individual, this is unique, more towards 95-5 or 98-2 or 90-10. Okay? But the reason you don't want to do that is because you think it's going to suck. It doesn't suck, because when you use the Yummy Mummy method, we actually change your taste buds. You start to crave, quote unquote, healthy food. You start to not want the junk food. The junk food actually starts to taste kind of gross. When you're eating processed food or junk food or whatever you want to call it, food that doesn't allow you to weigh what you want 2% of the time, 5% of the time, that's doable. Your taste buds and your cravings will keep you in the healthy zone, in the zone where you can lose weight for the last time and keep it off, right? You've probably seen this for yourself. You just don't get enough momentum, right? You lose 2 pounds. Like say it was last week. Probably wasn't last week. Last week was Thanksgiving. But my point is, say it's a random freaking week and you lose 2 pounds. And then over the weekend, you gain 1.8 pounds. that is the steepest freaking hill to climb. You're never going to do it. You don't get enough momentum. So then you throw in the towel and then you eat all the things and you're doing like 60-40 or you're doing 40-60. That's another thing that can come up is that we aren't actually doing 80-20. We're telling ourselves we're doing 80-20, but we're really doing 60-40. Like if you're eating quote unquote healthy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and maybe one meal in those 4 days isn't so great, and then not really eating healthy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that's 50 freaking 50. Freaking 50-50. Or it's 57-43. I actually did the math on my calculator. I'm such a dork. But I used to do that all the time. I'm like, I eat healthy like all the time. And then when I really looked at it and I got honest with myself, it was like 60-40, 70-30, and then throw in a vacation here and a trip here and a random Tuesday night girls night here, right? Or like a random special donuts in the break room. Like it starts to add up and we tell ourselves lies. So we have to be willing to get honest with ourselves. So that's where I'm like, yeah, it might feel confronting at first, but then it'll be relieving. And then it'll be even more relieving because you like eating healthy more than you like eating junky. And you're going to start to get all of the benefits. Like you're going to be more energized. You're going to be more alive. You're going to be more awake. You're going to be more enthusiastic. You're going to feel like yourself. You aren't going to be tempted to eat all that crap when you're using 98.2 or 97.3. Okay. So here's another problem with 80-20 and why it's total bull is because when you do 80-20 or 70-30, you're hormonally hungry a lot of the time. Do you guys know what hormonal hunger is? It's hanger. Have you ever experienced it? It's like when you eat kind of a junky or carb or processy food fueled breakfast, like a donut or croissant or whatever for breakfast, and then you crash 2 hours later. Or maybe you eat a really big pasta dinner or a dinner that had a lot of processed carbs, bread, pasta, and then the next morning you're really, 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 really hungry. It's when you crash like 2 hours later or the next morning, you're getting a big blood sugar spike and then a big blood sugar crash and you can't handle it, right? True physical hunger feels like a nice, gentle, rolling hill. And hunger feels like a freaking crazy emergency and you have to eat. So this again, like it is walking up the steepest hill. When we lose weight for the last time, I want it to be a nice, gentle, rolling hill journey with rainbows and daisies and freaking unicorns. When you don't use the Yummy Mummy method and you're calorie counting and you're doing 80-20 or 70-30, you are going to be hangry and you're not going to be able to control it. I don't know there's ever been a time where I was hangry and I didn't stuff something in my mouth and that something wasn't usually healthy, right? So it puts our hunger hormones and our blood sugar totally out of whack to a point that we just can't control it because we're normal humans. We cannot. You're like stuffy. You're like pulling over at a gas station. You're getting like freaking some sort of gross protein bar and you're stuffing your face and then it's still not satisfying. So then you eat your kids' leftovers, right? Have you been there or have you been there? And you're also, by the way, to boot, you're not showing up the way that you want to show up, are you? You're like snapping at your kids, you're yelling at them, and then you're like feeling all guilty because you yelled at them because you ate their leftovers, and it's like the sixth cycle. So your cravings go up because your blood sugar is on these crazy highs and these crazy lows. When you're 98.2, your blood sugar actually, your hunger hormones actually can recover. So say you do have chocolate or pizza or whatever it is that you want, that's like your favorite thing that you want to attribute your 5% or 3% to, your blood sugar and your hunger hormones can recover so much quicker because you have that 95% base. Okay, I'm trying to do this in layman's terms here. So think about it, you guys. Just try me. You've tried 80-20. Let's try this new way. Now, remember, you aren't going to hate it over here. Like the Yummy Mummy method, you guys, is a win-win. It's not a compromise. It's not a win-lose. It's not like, oh, come over here and eat healthy, but like hate everything you're eating, but you get to weigh what you want. No, it's like, come over here where the grass is green and the unicorns are soft and the rainbows are bright. Oh my God. See? Do you guys see? I just feel so good and so energized because I just had a really healthy, energizing, balancing lunch. that I absolutely loved. So it's a win-win. You're going to love the food that you eat. You are going to get pleasure out of it. It's just that you have a diet brain and you've been dieting. You haven't been taught the right way of how to lose weight for the last time by balancing your hunger hormones. You still have a place in your calendar and in your week where you get to have your wine or your pasta. I love pasta. Oh, I just had the best freaking pasta last week. So freaking good. You still get to have those delicious things, just not 20% of the time. But when you're filling up that 20% with healthy food, you're going to enjoy it because we retrain your taste buds. We retrain your hunger hormones. You are genuinely not going to want that crap food. And that's why this method is so much easier than the yo-yo, than the dieting. So if you guys are picking up what I'm putting down, I want to encourage you to get an even deeper taste, a full meal. This is like the appetizer version. Oh my God, I am really on one today. I want to encourage you guys to go get that full meal at lauraculvey.com/calories so that you can put this into practice and see for yourself, right? The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So do something new and different. And that is what the Yummy Mummy method is, because we work on your hunger hormones, because we have accountability, because we work on your mindset. This is it, my friends. Finally, you actually can take a sigh of relief and knowing that this is the one thing that actually does freaking work. Okay, so today was kind of a short and sweet episode, which was super fun. So my team has been encouraging me to play around with the different lengths. So let me know what you guys like. Do you guys like the longer ones? Do you guys like the shorter ones? What's fun for you? And then let me know, do you go get the 3-step plan on how to stop calorie counting so you could finally lose weight for the last time? Do you like it? What questions do you have? Reach out to us, engage with us, talk to us, because we are here to make 2025 the year that you truly do lose weight for the last time. Remember, you guys, don't use your past as an indicator for what is possible for you in the future. Just because you haven't lost weight for the last time does not mean that this isn't possible for you. It means you just need to take the next best step. You are so close. You are closer than you think. I love you all. Have the best freaking week ever. Oh, ciao, ciao.